Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be going over what's coming in for you for August 2025. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you find this is when you're supposed to find it. We'll be going over love and finances. Make sure to think of 4 questions, 2 for each, and at the end of each reading we will be pulling from my focus deck and we will see if there is any yes or no cards that pop out. If none of them pop out, then we will be pulling from my pink deck to see if Spirit wants to answer any of those questions. Now, if it comes back as maybe, it just means that you're not supposed to know right now. Things are still up in the air. If you would like a personal reading, check out my description box below. There you will also find my other socials, like my Facebook tarot page. That's where me and my friend go on lives. Normally Friday or Saturday night on, every other weekend or so. We do 15-minute readings for free for whoever joins the lives, as long as we don't get a lot of people. If we start getting a lot of people, we're going to have to limit our time spent on the lives. But yeah, for the first 15 minutes it's free, and then after that it starts to cost money for every 10 minutes. But yeah, so I also have a Patreon where if you join my Patreon, you get to add your name to my name deck. And I pull my name deck at the end of each reading that I do on YouTube. So if you would like to get in on that, you can. When you join my Patreon, you get a free mini reading. And then I also require you to send me your astrology sign along with your name to put in the name deck. I ask for your astrology sign so I can focus on those people who send their astrologies my way. That way I can focus on those signs only in the Patreon. I want to try to limit it to where they're more direct personal messages rather than for the entire collective. So there's that. On the Patreon I also do bonus readings. You get discounts to personal readings. And then you get pendulum questions and intuitive charmed readings as well. I will also be posting helpful information, and every now and then I will be giving free readings out. So it just depends on my energy on that part. But yeah, so it's pretty fun. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for Capricorn. Spirit, please connect me to Capricorn and their energy. What is coming in for them? August 2025. This is a timeless reading though, so this could be anywhere from now until the end of the year. What is coming in for Capricorn, please, for finances? Thank you, Spirit. Clear, direct messages, please. Interesting. It looks like there was some kind of offer that was made to you. If it wasn't an offer made to you, it might have been a thought of expanding your work situation, your finances coming in. They're specifically saying during Cancer season. So that was June and July, end of June, beginning of July. It was some kind of new opportunity for you. You might have turned it down though. Let's see more about this. Interesting. Okay, can you tell me more about this? Why? I'm getting you moved away from the situation because you felt like it wasn't going to be a good call to go towards it. Can you tell me more to verify this? Tell me more. Why the Four of Cups though? Why the Four of Cups? Tell me more. Interesting. Okay, for some of you it looks like you might have decided to not go through this because it would have legally put you into like a binding of some sort. Something about legal matters is here. Or, oh, you know what? They're also saying that could have possibly ruined your social life if you were to go towards this new beginning. Can you verify more on this, please, Spirit? I kind of just feel like waiting on a new adventure. So I'm picking that up for some of you Capricorns. For other Capricorns, I am picking up on you guys actually decided to take this offer because it was a steady move. Moved you into a very happy place. But I am also getting that there's some kind of weight on paperwork to be done to start this new adventure. Can you tell me more? Whatever this job is, it looks like it's going to put you in really good standing. They're bringing up the grapes. They normally bring up the grapes in this card, so I'll put information about the grapes on the screen. They're also specifically bringing up the Libra energy of balance, because they're showing the balance right here. So it's like this new job opportunity might actually like help you have more time for your family and stuff, or your friends. You might have been a little iffy about it at first, but overall it looks like you decided to move in that direction. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, you're moving slowly in that direction. You're very cautious. It does look like there's some kind of conflict, competition in this situation. They just said that some of you might have multiple offers on like a job. So in other words, like somebody's like, oh, hey, I'm willing to pay you $20. The other person's like, well, I'm willing to pay $22, you know? So it looks like you're trying to find out what would be a good balance between your time and the money as well, because you want to make sure that you're not working your ass off where you don't have time to hang out with family and friends, you know, and it's like you're getting an extra $2, but in this other job, it might be a little bit more laid back, and like you actually have time for family and friends. So it kind of looks like there's some kind of balance going on between social life and career. An equal give and take. Yeah, this is all about the energy being exchanged. You're just going over that because you want to make sure that you still have a life and you're not just working. Yeah, you're living in your truth. You're trying to see what's best for you. I will say this, whatever job this is, or whichever one you choose, you need to go with the one that actually caters to your energy, that fits best with your energy. Some of you might actually be, so they're giving the example of like, some of you might actually like to like be on your feet and like constantly doing something, and then some of you might want to be like more laid back. So they're bringing that up. They're bringing up like which job would be best suited for you, along with the money, along with the amount of time you spend at work. Yeah, with this card, it feels like you just don't want to make the bad decision of them stealing your time, your precious time away from you. You're just being cautious on what option you choose. That might be why you're rejecting this, to be honest. Because I see a form of some kind of rejection. So I am picking up on like 2 jobs. It does look like you're going to make some kind of forward movement once you make up your mind. You might actually have Libra in your chart. Libras normally take a while to make up their mind because they want to make sure that whatever they choose, you know, they're going to be completely dedicated to that decision. So they want to make sure that they have made that choice correctly, you know. Yeah. You don't want to be fighting with yourself and regretting it in the long run. They're giving me the sense of like you taking on a job and you're afraid that you're going to regret it in the long run, but you can't complain about it because you made this decision. So they're kind of giving me the thought of you're being careful on what decision you make because you want to make sure that the right one is best for you. They keep pointing over at this King of Pentacles. But you want something that's going to be emotionally fulfilling as well, something that's going to be a lot of fun for you to achieve. So they're asking you to go within to find out what option would be best for you. They want you to live in your truth and then move boldly towards the choice that you make. It's like once you make up your mind, make up your mind. Like don't second guess yourself, just do it. Be bold, be passionate. Be free is what they're saying. Free from your thoughts, free from your second guessing. They say that you second guess a lot. So second guessing might have actually caused issues in the past is what it shows. You might have had a very bad tower moment, something that really affected you in the past, and you're just afraid of that repeating. So that's why you're so cautious on making this decision on what you want to do next. You want to make sure whatever decision you're making is right for you. Yeah. You're going to walk away from one of these situations. You're just going to leave in the past. Like whatever doesn't serve you, whatever drained you the most, you're just going to leave that in the past and move towards the new option that is in your best interest. We have Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Sag, not, well, we do have Sag, but, sorry, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo, Scorpio and Aries. And then we also have Libra and Pisces. So those are the main signs I'm picking up on. Could be all of the signs, honestly. I think I named all the signs. But yeah, that's what I'm picking up on. It really has to do with you being in your energy, what feels best for you, you know, because not every shoe is going to fit. Like that's what they're giving me that thought. I don't know why. It's like when you're trying on shoes, you find the most comfortable shoe that's going to fit you, that you're going to be able to travel long distances in. They're giving that as a metaphor towards this job, like something that's going to be long term rather than short term, and you're going to change your mind tomorrow, you know. So it's an interesting analogy that they just gave me, but I mean it makes a lot of sense. So it also reminds me of that quote, walking in your shoes. You don't know what somebody's been through unless you've walked in their shoes. It's that kind of analogy, but it's like make sure you find the shoes that fit best for you. Yeah, so that's what they're telling me. Okay, can you tell me more about the situation, Spirit? I'm really happy that Mercury retrograde is almost over. On the verge. Children. This could have been a childhood dream of yours. It's kind of like you're on the verge of actually accepting this offer of going towards this situation. You're just questioning if it's the right one for you. You're second guessing yourself, I feel. Yeah, see a wish coming true. Something that you've been praying for. But you might be doing a little bit of self-sabotaging by second guessing yourself if you should go in this direction. So as long as it feels good to you, like try to put try to set aside your okay, some of y'all are going to get mad. They said set aside your ego is what they're saying, but what they mean by that is like your fear, your fear-based thoughts, because that's not actually helping you. They are bringing up that maybe you have 2 jobs. One pays a lot of money, but it's not something that you really want to do. Again, could have long hours, you know. Whereas there's this other option that could be very good for you, but it doesn't make as much money. So you kind of feel like maybe I have to accept the one that makes more money and just sacrifice my social life. Even if I'm like a mom, there's children. So mom or dad, you know, a parent in general. It's like there's some sacrifices that need to be made on this other job. So it's important just to write pros and cons. They are suggesting that you go towards the one that means the most to you. So if it's one that is going to pay you less, but you're going to be in good company and something that you love doing, they're saying you should go for that, because what they're saying is that over time you can actually build your pinnacle to that amount that you're wanting to get. They specifically said that. So it's something that could turn into more money over time. It's just going to take a little bit longer to gain the money that you're wanting to gain. You kind of feel like you have to make this decision on getting the one with more money, I feel like. But I do feel like this is putting you in a negative energy. That's why you're kind of like, you don't know what to choose. You're like, oh, this has great money, but this one is something I love to do. And it's like, crap, I have to throw this, what I want, away because this one makes more money. And you're more concerned about money than your well-being on like what's going to energetically feel better for you. Disregarding your own feelings on the matter. They want you to rise above, because the thing is that, okay, here's a great example. You go towards the job that makes more money but isn't exactly what you want to be doing. Over time, you're going to have resentment towards your decision, because you're going to be in bad energy. You're going to be like, crap, I should have chose the other one. I would have been so much happier. Yeah, I'd be making less money, but overall I'd be so much happier. So they're wanting you to raise your vibration and go towards something that's actually going to be more fitting for you. Again, there could be a rise in money over time. So just keep that in mind. Money can change. Yeah. See, I feel like this other option that you don't really want to do, but it's making more money, I feel like it's poisonous. It's kind of reminding me of Adam and Eve, when the snake went ahead and said, ooh, eat this delicious fruit, you know. And Eve, she took it not knowing that it was poisonous, you know. She didn't know what she was doing, so she took the fruit. Also reminds me of Snow White, when the evil stepmom or whatever, she went ahead and poisoned her. It's reminding me of that too. She didn't realize. But yeah, with it feels like, what it feels like is that so when it comes to the devil card is all about like 3D toxic, you know, also about like money, like addictions to stuff like that, obsessions and stuff, 3D stuff, lower vibrational stuff. And I feel like even though the apple looks great on the outside, you don't know it's full of poison on the inside. So even though you're going to get money, 3D concept, you're going to miss out on like being able to spend time with friends and family, and doing something you actually love doing. So I hope that makes sense. They're saying maybe take a break from this decision. Maybe you need to get away for a second and just, you know, take some time for yourself and take a vacation, you know, just to get a clearer head, do a cleansing. Yeah, see, a pause from the situation so you can really think about it, so you can make that decision on what you want to chase after. And then once you make that decision, like I said, I'm feeling Libra energy, so it's like once you make that decision, make sure you go for it full force. Notice how you went from the runner to the chaser. Commitment. Yeah, they want you to commit to this. Go for full force, you know, into whatever you're choosing to go through. Crushed, sad, broken, feeling alone. Notice how this is placed underneath the Ascension card. This is that 3D, like that negative energy I was talking about. Don't allow your mind to put you in this. You need to choose some, and don't allow money to put you into this either. Even though it looks good on the outside, it's poisonous on the inside, so it's going to actually make it where you miss out on a lot of things. You'll be making a lot of great money, but you'll also be missing out on a lot of life, you know. They're saying going to concerts. I don't know if they're just giving me examples of like you going out, hanging out with friends and family and stuff, but like going to concerts, birthday parties, holidays, things of all different sorts. And it's going to make you feel depressed because all you're doing is working. So just be very cautious on this. I also want to put, this is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, so you could be any of those. Pop-up retaliation. Honestly, I feel like this is the resentment that I was picking up on. Not so much retaliation, but more of like resentment towards the option that you chose. You're going to have it towards this poison apple. See, and like I said, holidays, concerts, even traveling, like this is the traveling card, and pop up. There might be a surprise visit or like a vacation that you could go on, but this job that you're getting, if you accept this job, they're going to say no, you can't go because you got to work. So it's going to ruin your plans. They're also saying that you could like call in sick and just to go ahead and try to get it off anyways, and then after that they're going to retaliate and say, okay, well, you lost your job. You know, they're bringing that up. So yeah, take that as you will. I highly suggest that you go after what you really want though. You don't want to regret it in the long run. Okay. So we are going to do my focus messages. So make sure you think of 2 questions for finances. Label them yes or not yes. Label them 1 and 2. There is a yes and no card in here. So one would be yes and one would be no if both pop out. If neither pop out, I'll go ahead and pull from my pink deck. Okay, Spirit, can you tell me about focus messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For protection, you are protected. Yeah, so the universe is trying to protect you from this poison apple, you know. They're trying to protect you from, by giving you this message, they're trying to protect you because they already see what's like coming up. So take it as you will. Whatever you choose to do, it's what you want to do. Just know that whatever you choose to do, there will be a cause and effect. They say they are not coming back correct. I feel like this is that retaliation thing I was picking up on, the resentment, calling out for work, and then them firing you over something like that. Or also, they're also saying, just in general, that maybe they're saying for some of you, they might not even give you a lunch break. That's interesting. I'm seeing a hummingbird. There's a... Or no, that was a dragonfly. Sorry. That was a huge dragonfly. There's a huge dragonfly outside. So I'll put the spiritual meaning up on the screen right now about the dragonfly. Pause the video if you need time to read it. But yeah, I just feel like there's something not correct about this job where you're going to be making more money. Maybe they put more stress on you and it's just not something that you're going to enjoy. You're going to feel regret for not going after your dream job. Aquarius could be important. Aquarius season, that is January and February. We have cheater. You're going to feel like you're cheated out of something. We have October, which is coming up. This could happen in October. We have it's Scorpio and Libra. You could be a Libra. Wait, no, you're Capricorn. You could possibly very well have Libra in your chart. I keep picking up on Libra. So something could happen in October, though. This is a test. They want to see if you're going to go for this illusion that looks like it's good, but it's too good to be true, compared to what you really want, the wish. I feel like really heavy energy compared to really light energy. We have Gemini, which is May and June. Travel. Yeah, see, traveling. Miscommunication. They're saying that there could be an issue. You might like put in some days or something for your work to take off, and they're saying there could be some kind of miscommunication. Something pops up which actually causes you to get in trouble. Maybe they don't put in the amount of days that you need. They're saying that it could be, you could be traveling for a reason, like a wedding or something. It's just something important that you could be traveling for, and there's going to be some kind of miscommunication that could lead you to, you know, putting all into this situation and then getting crushed and, you know, getting fired. So just be careful. 888 balance, everything is falling into place. Like I said, I was picking up on Libra. We have Scorpio, which is October and November. Rising sign 1111, spiritual awakening, you're on the right path. And then we have January. You could be a January Capricorn. Aquarius is also in that month. So we didn't get any yes or no's. So think of your 2 questions and I will pull 2 cards. Spirit, can you please answer Capricorn's questions, please? Question 1. Okay. And then question 2, please. Okay. So question 1, we have the Queen of Wands, confident, passionate, determined, social, and self-assured. This is a yes card. So this is about being confident in your energy, living your spark is what they're specifically saying. Yeah, they really want you to go towards your dreams in this situation. Keep they're bringing up the cat. I'll put information about the cat on the screen. Pause and read. Pause the video and read. But specifically about your independence, make sure that your thoughts and your decisions are separate from other people's. So don't be basing your decisions off of other people's thoughts. You need to be basing your decisions off of your own thoughts and what you feel like is the right thing to do. And then we have 3 of Swords for question number 2. Heartbreak, betrayal, loneliness, bad health, and unhappiness. Yeah, so I'm picking up on this job is going to create a lot of misheevels. What the hell? Just a second. Okay, that was really weird. My computer turned on by itself and started playing a reel or something on Instagram. That could have been confirmation to any of you. Maybe you really like to watch reels on Instagram, or I don't know. That's really weird. The thing is that in order to hear audio on my computer, it needs to be hooked up to my headphones, because that's just how my computer works. It's really finicky like that. So that's weird that it was able to do that. I don't know. Anyways, but the answer is no for the second question. Yeah. So that is your career reading. I hope that resonated. Just follow what feels right to you. I'm still tripping over the computer doing what it just did. That's weird. It's never done that before. Like I said, you have to have headphones in order to hear the audio, because my computer is hooked up to a monitor that doesn't allow me to listen to my laptop without headphones. It's weird. But considering it was playing and the monitor was on, I don't know. I feel like that was some kind of confirmation for you. But I did notice that in the sound, it sounded like there was some kind of race. It sounded like 3, 2, 1, like a countdown or something with the lights. It reminded me of Crash Bandicoot CTR racing, when they're about to race. They're bringing up, don't be too fast to race to the finish line. Make sure you think carefully on your decision. Don't make decisions too quickly, especially right now. We are still in Mercury retrograde. Even though we're coming out of it, there's still going to be a post shadow. So just be cautious. I wouldn't make any decisions until the end of August, to be honest. But ultimately, it's your decision on what you want to do. So just be careful on what you decide to do. Okay. Yeah, they're talking about the Knight of Pentacles did pop up. It's like slowly making a decision on which route to go in. So that's important to know. It's not a race to the finish line. Make sure you stop and enjoy the roses, is what they're saying. They're talking about the tortoise and the hare. Because in the end, the tortoise won for not being too fast and being too, not naive, but the rabbit wasn't paying attention, and the rabbit thought he was all good. He was lost in his ego, okay? He was thinking that he was better than everyone, and he based it off of his ego. He made decisions off of his ego instead of taking the time to actually carry out the race. So just don't make too quick of a decision on what you want to do, is my best advice. Okay, Spirit, can you tell me about Capricorn's love life? What's coming in for Capricorn, please, for August 2025? This is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Capricorns. A wish fulfillment. Ooh, somebody's getting an offer. What is this? Oh my God. Oh my God. That is, wow. These two popped out together. You don't ever, oh my gosh, that was, and wish fulfillment. It's going to be after you walk away from something is when a wish fulfillment is finally going to come in for you. This is going to be a happy family life, love life, happy, abundance coming in, money, career, everything. Like, you have everything going for you. This is a really, really, really good time. I feel like whatever you went through in the past, it was a lot of betrayal, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of uneasy nights, a lot of depression, a lot of crying yourself to sleep. And I feel like you're finally releasing yourself from that. It might have actually happened after you stopped caring. It's like You finally just dropped everything from the past, except it is what it is, and you moved on, and it looks like something wonderful is coming in towards you. There's some kind of long-term commitment. You could possibly have children in the future. You could get married if you want to do that. Like, it just looks like very sturdy foundation. Something new. It's definitely someone new coming in for you. Wow. This is an amazing read. Yeah, I feel like in the past you dealt with a lot of like being left out in the cold, heartbreak, betrayal, all of that. And it's like there's this huge wave of change coming. A new season is dawning upon you, is what they're saying. Wow. Movement forward. Yeah, it's like you're finally moving forward. You're leaving the past in the past and you're moving forward with the situation. New adventures. Yep, new doors opening for you. The lizard could be important. They're bringing up something about the lizard. I will do some research about that and give it to you and put it on the screen for you. When I think of lizard, I think of like adventures. I don't know why. Also like desert climate. They're adaptable. They know how to survive the heat, kind of deal. It feels like you've been waiting for this breakthrough for a very long time. I do feel like you're coming out of this heartbreak and everything that you've gone through in the past. I just feel like it was a long time coming. I'm going to put that over there because I feel like it needs to go over there. I also feel like this needs to go over here too. Sorry, when it comes to the energies, I don't like to spread them all over the board. I kind of feel like this is the past and there's this new change coming in and this is your new future going forward. Wow. You could be meeting a Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. You could have this heavily in your chart. It just means that there's somebody very, they have a lot of like sympathy for you and what you've been through. They're going to know how to take care of your heart. They're going to be very like empathetic. This could turn into marriage. Lots of celebration, lots of good time. I do feel like it won't happen like super fast. I feel like it's going to be at a good speed, actually. I feel that you guys are just going to really be enjoying your time together rather than focusing on the finish line. I feel like you're in no rush to get there. But I feel like this person is very caring, very nurturing. It could be a male or a female. I am picking up heavily on female, but it could be either. Maybe if it is male, they could be very like soft and, you know, gentle and sweet. Let's see what else is coming in for you. That is insane. I feel like you've had a lot of battles with yourself when it comes to this whole situation. I'm being able to trust again. I'm being able to move on from this that's happened in the past. But I think, honestly, you're just tired of looking at it and you just want to move on. You want to manifest what you want to bring in. Yeah, you've gone within, you've done the work, and you're just tired of all that negative crap from the past. It's like, I'm ready to turn a new page. I want to give this another shot. I want to try again. Because I just feel it in my bones like something is going to happen for me. We have the Devil card, which is Capricorn energy. So I feel like you're releasing these negative habits. Can you tell me more about this, Spirit? Tell me more about this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it kind of makes me feel like this negative experience have really had a like their claws per se in your mind and like your way of thinking and stuff, and it's messed a lot with your intuition on who you can trust, who you can't trust. It's just really warped your mind into believing, like, is this really possible to have, you know, this really like happy ever after going on for me? But I feel like deep down your intuition is telling you, yes, it is possible, and you need to put these negative thoughts to the side and just leave them in the past. It has been a burden. It has been a struggle to get out of this. There was a lot of stuff that's happened. You might have dated a lot, or it was whatever happened in the past was just very hard to deal with. Your whole life, maybe you felt like the universe was against you. You've just had a lot of lessons is what I feel like. But you're healing from that. You're healing and you're moving on. You're stepping into your own power. Look at that. We have a match right here. This person, whoever's coming in, I feel like it's going to be a match for you. Emotionally, they're going to be emotionally available is what they're saying. They're going to be happy for you. They're saying they're going to root for you and your goals. It's just overall, it's all going to be a really good time. You're kind of afraid of what's to come, of what you don't see. And I feel like right now you just need to trust in the universe to bring you what you're asking for. Yeah, they're asking you to have that like childlike mind, that exploring and everything like that. It's like it's a new season. It's just a new season. Interesting. They're showing me, I don't know why they just showed me this. I'll see if there's a meaning for it. If there is, go ahead and pause the video once you see the ones I put up the card. But it's showing me specifically like a pinkish sky, kind of like how this bird is right here, the owl right here. But it's like a pink sky, like sunset or something. I feel like it's sunset, and they're showing me a big moon. Strawberry moon, maybe? Something could have happened during the strawberry moon. I believe that was in June, but I will post info about that one on the screen. Maybe that could help you. There could have been something significant about that moon, about that time. Maybe that's when you decided to release everything and move forward, but it feels like you're finally taking your power back. Something significant about strawberry moon happened for you. Balancing out. Okay, so you're balancing out your emotions. You're no longer allowing this to affect you. You're learning how to control your emotions, learning how to stay in a positive mindset. Obviously still looking at it realistically, but it looks like you're not allowing those negative thoughts to overcome you. You're not just seeing the bad anymore that was in your past. You're actually looking at like the good that was also in your past, and you're like, you know, I want that again. I want the good, and if bad comes in the future, then I will handle it the way I handle it. You're willing to take that chance because you know that you deserve this happiness. We do have Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces again. Those are the main signs I see on the board. We have a little bit of everyone here though. So yeah, I feel like there's a soulmate that's coming in. You've dealt with karmics in the past, and I just feel like there's a soulmate that's coming in if you haven't met them already. And I feel like you're dating right now. I feel like you could be dating and meeting new people, and eventually you're going to actually find the soul connection, and they're going to actually balance out your energy. They're going to bring you a sense of calmness and peacefulness. So they want you to try to stay in that positive mindset that there is this person out there for you. God did send you somebody. Yeah, chasing after your dreams. I feel like you're chasing after this manifestation. I feel like you're manifesting during the strawberry moon. Pop up. Somebody's going to pop up. Something's going to pop up. What's popping up? Nightlife. Gamble, take a risk. Yeah, I feel like you're dating. I feel like maybe while you're out hanging out with friends, you meet someone new. That's a possibility. You could just be at the bar or something. So they're saying karaoke, maybe even. But I just feel like somebody's going to pop up into your life, and it has a very strong possibility of becoming, somebody really close to you. So turning into family in the future, getting married, having children, creating a family with this person, soul family as well. They're saying if there's anything left over in your anything negative left over in your mind, instead of overthinking it, make sure you write it down and just burn it. They're also talking about like there's going to be some kind of text message that's going to be exchanged between you and this person. Maybe they start texting, like they ask for your number or something, or you give them your number, and then you guys have a really good conversation going back and forth, that'll be an indication on who that is. Offer on the table. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be dating this person. Look at that coming together. You're going to find your person. That's so cool. Plugged in. It's like you're plugging into yourself. You realize that like everything that you went through was for a reason. They were lessons, and you're no longer lost. You're plugged into what you're supposed to go. You're put on the right path is what they're saying. You're no longer lost. It's like you're coming together with your right soul family. You're taking that risk to meet new people and to see what's out there, and you're going to find your people. Yeah. They want you to really enjoy. If you go like on a vacation or something, they really want you to enjoy this vacation. Like take a break from social life and everything, and just really enjoy your surroundings and stuff. That's probably how you're going to meet this person. You're going to notice them because you're not on your phone. You're actually, paying attention to your surroundings. And then that's when you're going to meet them. You guys could even go to a date at the movie theaters. They're bringing that up too. Wish and trash. Yeah. It's kind of like writing a pros and cons list. Again, they're saying this about the other reading as well. It's like pros, what you're wishing for, and the cons, like what we're throwing away, what we don't want. Being very distinct on what you want in your life and what you don't want in your life. And I feel like you've been wishing this, like you've been putting these manifestations in order for a while now. You could have actually wrote this during the strawberry moon is what they're picking, like that's what they're showing me. Maybe you did some manifestation work on that during that time. I think there was not a solar eclipse. What was that? But maybe it was just the full moon. I don't know. I'll look back and see if there's any information. If there was a solar eclipse or whatever, I'll make sure to put it on the screen. Pause if you need to read it. But I feel like in the past you're dealing with the karmic. You just weren't on the right path. Just simple as that. You weren't on the right path, and now you are. Now you're coming together with who you actually should be with. Love affair. There could have been a love affair going on in your past. Maybe they cheated on you or something. Yeah, I feel like maybe it was more sexual than it was for a connection. But now you're on a higher vibrational timeline where you are moving in the right direction. You made the right decision is what they're saying by leaving this karmic in the dust is basically what they're saying. They might have used you for sex too. Desire. You have a desire to live out your wildest dreams and sexual chemistry is specifically what they're saying. They want me to read that part. Yeah. You have a desire to find this person that craves you, only you, especially if this person has cheated on you in the past. You're looking for that connection with this person, your person, somebody that you can trust wholeheartedly in. But yeah, I do feel like there's a soulmate coming in. I feel like you're going to meet them somewhere while you're out and about. Like I said, try to stay off your phone if you're out and about. Make sure to check out your surroundings and stuff, because I feel like somebody new is coming in. Could be at an event, could be at a wedding even. You could be invited to a wedding, you can meet them there. But you're going to meet them somewhere where it's like social. And you're going to have this really special connection with this person. You're going to feel like you know them. I feel like they are a soulmate. I feel like you've gone through enough lessons in the past and you're moving on to the future. So let's see. Focus messages for Capricorn, please, Spirit. Focus messages for Capricorn. Please keep these clear and concise. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Make sure you think of 2 of your questions for love. Make sure you label them 1 and 2. The way that the cards pop out is the order that we will receive them in. So if yes pops out for number 1, then it'll be a yes. Like if it pops out first, that'll be yes. So, okay, Spirit, please tell me focus messages for Capricorn. Thank you. June, yeah, I feel like the strawberry moon. This is a test. The universe is kind of testing you, like, are you going to trust in them or not? Are you going to trust that something good is coming after all the bad that you've been through? Do you still have faith in God? You know, do you have faith in the universe that they know what they're talking about even? Some of you might have questioned, like, well, this is supposed to be my person. This is who I want. And the universe is like, no, you know, I know what you want. Trust me, I know what's best for you. And even though you're being stubborn, I'm going to still try to push you in this way so that you know when you meet this person, you're going to know. You're going to know this is the actual person I wanted. And yeah, you're right. You know, you got me, God, you know. We got Sagittarius. Something could happen in Sagittarius season. That is November. No. Yep, no, that's correct. November and December. 222 alignment. You are in the right place at the right time, so you are in alignment on your path. Something could happen in March. This could also be people that you've dealt with in the past, or signs from your person coming in. March is April and, or sorry, March is Aries and Pisces. Short term, something was supposed to be short term. You weren't supposed to live it out. You're supposed to go on a new chapter. I know this is new job, but it's more like new chapter, unless you can meet this person at a new job of yours, of course. We have reignite that spark. You could be a father. You could also be dealing with someone who is a father, so that could be important. Your father can be important in your life. Could have been one of the many reasons why you've had so much trauma and stuff in your life as well. We have 777. Look, wonderful things are about to happen. They want you to stay positive about the situation. Divine timing. They couldn't bring in this new person until the old person was out of your energy, and all that old energy that was like polluting, specifically polluting your mind. Because if you weren't in a new frame of mind, it would have ruined this new connection of yours. We have Cancer. Like I said, the Cancer full moon. There's something very specific about that. There's something very specific about that. So they're talking, yeah. Make sure to read that. Go into nature. They want you to make sure you they want you to cleanse yourself from this third party situation. They don't want you to third yourself. That's weird. We have message in a bottle. So yeah, I feel like a DM or something. Somebody might be like contacting you, hitting you back up after you meet them. But yeah, I feel like it's going to, if you meet them somewhere and they ask for your number, or you guys exchange numbers or whatever, I feel like this is something that could go for further. Okay. A lot further. They want you to write it out and see what you think about it. Okay. Trust in the universe. 444, protection. You are protected. They're bringing up God's rejection is your protection. There's a reason why the other things were not supposed to work out for you. They have something completely better coming in for you. We have June, which is that Cancer full moon, or even new moon for that matter. But they showed me a full moon in the vision. So, yeah, I feel like there's something. We have Cheater. Yeah, there was a love affair that showed up, so I'm not surprised. We have Rising Sign. You could be a rising sign, Capricorn. And then we have October. So something significant about October is coming up, which is Scorpio and Libra season. Okay. So we did not get any yes or no, so we're going to pull for that. Think of 2 of your questions. Spirit, please connect with Capricorn through my cards. Remember, if it's maybe, it means that you're not supposed to know right now. Okay. You could have met this person during Cancer, during June, you know. Maybe during the full moon or something. There's something about messaging them. You could be messaging them online, social media, you know. If your father's on the other side, they could be helping guide you in this direction. Okay, Spirit, can you please tell me? They want you to be fun with this. They're really talking about that reigniting the spark. Make sure you don't make this person pay for what the other people did to you. That's really important because you can sabotage it. Okay, Spirit, please tell me question number 1. Answer to question number 1, please. Okay. Question number 2, Spirit. Please connect with the viewer for question number 2. Okay. So for question number 1, we have a yes. It says generosity, support, material help, gratitude, and charity. This is all about equal give and take. Okay? I feel like this new person is going to be giving you an equal give and take. For the second question, we have a maybe. So this is still in the process of working things out. There's never concrete movement in tarot. Things are always changing. Energies are always changing depending on the choices you make. But considering what's going on right now, this is the path that it's leading you down. Okay, so as long as you continue down this path, this is where you're going. They're trying to give you helpful information like, hey, if you continue to keep talking to this person, keep on like messaging them and not get in your head about this could actually turn into, you know, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Like, those are the best cards that you want to get besides like Lovers. You also got wish fulfillment over here too. Like this gamble, this risk is like hitting the lottery. Okay, so that's really important to note. But yeah, we have the High Priestess. This is about the whole being in your head and stuff, connecting to your intuition, what's right for you, what's not right for you. We got that twice. This is also Cancer. This is Cancer energy right here. So that's important to note. But yeah, we do have a maybe. So it just depends, like, they're saying this is possible if you decide to make it possible. If you decide to stay in your head with the devil energy, then it's going to keep you in your head. You're not going to be able to move forward. Okay, so now we have my name deck. If your name does not pop out, it does not mean that this reading is not for you. It just means that either A, your name is not on the deck, or B, somebody else needed the confirmation more so than you did. If you join my Patreon, you will receive... you'll receive a free reading, but a mini reading, but you'll also get your name put into my deck. And each month that you are a Patreon member to my channel, you get to add a new name as well. So your name, your partner's name, sisters, brothers, friends' name, like whatever you want to do. But yeah, so let's see, Spirit, what names are going to pop out today. Who does this pertain to for the Capricorn reading? This could also be a nickname. It could be a father's name. It could be your future person's name. It could be your middle name. Could be a nickname. Also could be spelled wrong. Does not mean that it's not for you. If you feel like this was mainly your reading and your name doesn't pop out, it just means, like I said, your name's not a part of this, or someone else needed the confirmation more than you did. So don't get discouraged. You need to follow your intuition on this. I always go twice through my cards to make sure we get as many names out as possible. Come on. Sometimes we have issues. Okay. Just want to make sure none of them flipped over while we were shuffling. Okay. If you notice, I always pull from the bottom as well. It's just a habit. I do a tarot. I do it to get the main energy out on the regular tarot, and of course I do that with my name deck because it's just how I do cards. Okay. So far we have Michelle, Austin, Leanna, Arisbe. They're also saying that you can meet your new person through these people. That's a possibility too. We have Hazel, Hillary, Scarlett, Brian, Jason, Sierra, Xana, John, Jose. They're also saying Joseph. We have William, Paige, Amy, and Sophia. So Capricorn, this was your reading. I hope you really enjoyed it. Make sure to check out my other YouTube videos for other readings. I do have multiple videos up. Make sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, because those are always important. And I hope to read for you again soon. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful month, wonderful year, and I will talk to you again soon. Goodbye.